What's going on, guys? I'm Thomas with Audio46, and today I will be taking a look at Sony's new entry in the wireless earbud market, the Sony WF-1000XM5. Powered with new internals and priced at $300, the XM5s will be going toe-to-toe with other industry-leading titans in the premium wireless earbud marketplace. And with the addition of 2 new processors, Sony claims that the XM5s will be unmatched in sound quality in comparison to its competition. So how does it stack up against its competitors? Will it live up to the claims made by Sony, and will it even last you? Let's find out. Okay, so before we start talking about sound quality and the features of the device, we should probably first talk about what comes in the box. The package is mostly unassuming, but upon closer look you'll notice that the XM5s come equipped with 4 different size custom earpieces. A super small size, a small, a medium, which come equipped to the XM5s upon opening the package, and a larger size. This means, no matter the size of your ears, you'll be pleased to know that there's most likely a size that will be right for you. Additionally, the package comes with a USB Type-C cable, which will be used to charge the charging case once it runs out of battery. However, this USB Type-C cable is very small, so I would recommend using a larger one at home if you have that option. Alright, now, onto the look and feel of the device. Upon opening the package, you'll notice that the XM5s come in a very sleek, compact charging case that has a nice matte black finish. This matte black finish will also protect the device from fingerprints, which is a nice touch. Additionally, the charging case has a flat bottom, which can be used to hold the device in an upright position. This is especially useful for those who wish to bring the device with them to work or school and want to hold the charging case in an upright position at their desk or workstation. A design feature of the charging case I was not fond of though, however, is the color of the Sony logo at the top of the charging case. The color selected for the Sony logo appears to be a rose gold or bronze-esque color. I'm not particularly fond of this and kind of wish they just kept it as a white or silver, but this may be different for you. You'll also notice on the charging case a feature that is prevalent throughout many other wireless earbuds, and that is the battery indication light at the front of the charging case. This battery indicator light has 2 different colors, green and orange. Green indicates that the charging case is good on power, while orange indicates that you need to charge your device. The design philosophy for the charging case could also be said about the XM5 earbuds themselves. Upon opening the charging case, you'll notice that the XM5s, instead of having a matte black texture, is mostly covered by a glossy black texture, with a more matte black texture being reserved for the top of the earbuds. Now, for me personally, I wish the XM5 earbuds came in the same matte black finish as seen on the charging case. The glossy black texture looks very nice, however, it is much more attractive to the fingerprints than it is for the matte black finish. So keep that in mind when you're making your purchasing decision. So, how comfortable are the XM5s to wear? Upon testing, the device is actually quite comfortable. However, it's very top heavy. This is due to all of the internals and components being located at the top of the earpieces instead of at the bottom or displaced throughout. This means that the XM5s will remain comfortable for extended listening sessions. However, if you wish to take your XM5s to the gym, they may begin to feel more top heavy after longer workout sessions. If you like to run at the gym or just run outside in general, they may begin to fall out due to the top heaviness weighing the device down itself. However, your mileage may vary for this. Now, let's discuss internals. The XM5s comes equipped with 2 separate processors. These 2 processors are integrated processor V2 and an HD noise cancelling processor QN2E. Now, why the 2 processors? So, the reason being is due to the fact that by splitting the task between 2 separate processors instead of just one, the XM5s will be able to handle more tasks more efficiently instead of being throttled with multiple tasks being delegated to one processor. After testing the XM5s for an extended duration, I could positively say that the use of 2 processors should be a trend that is adopted by other competition. In fact, one of these processors is dedicated entirely to active noise cancellation, and that is the HD noise cancelling processor QN2E. Now, these 2 processors will come in handy when trying to customize different audio profiles on the Sony Headphones app, which we will discuss later. Continuing on with the internals, let's discuss battery life. Sony claims the XM5s can last up to 8 hours on a single charge, but up to 24 hours when including the charging case. Additionally, the XM5s support quick charging, which Sony claims will allow the earbuds to gain 1 hour of battery life off of a 3-minute charge. And after extensive testing, I can positively say that these claims made by Sony are very true. I was able to get through 1 full day of battery very comfortably, and only had to insert the earbuds back into the case at the end of day 2. And after testing the quick charging feature, I was pleased to discover that the time it took to charge the earbuds off of a dead battery was very minuscule. Although my testing indicated that the XM5s took a little bit longer than 3 minutes to gain an hour charge, I was still very pleased to discover that the XM5s are able to gain about 1 to 2 hours of battery after charging the device for about 20 minutes. So although the charging took a little bit longer than expected, you'll be pleased to know that if you're in a tight spot and you really need to get battery, you'll be able to with no problem at all. Now, given this information, only time will tell if these results remain persistent. Battery degradation is a huge issue that plagues the entire industry, not just headphones. So in time, these statistics may slow down a bit. So, now that we've gone over the internals of the device, how does it sound? Well, thanks to the dedicated active noise cancelling processor, the QN2E, that is also working in conjunction with the integrated processor V2, the listening experience in the XM5s is far superior than much on the market right now. We have had several reviewers here at the office at Audio46 have difficulties with the output power of earbuds tested in the past. However, the XM5s do not have this problem at all, as they provide a great headroom and comfortable gain. My particular music preferences has touched several genres during my testing of the XM5s, and although several instruments still press up against each other on occasion, I noticed there's a lot more distinctive positioning in comparison to other competitors on the market right now. This is especially true when discussing elements of width and separation for the XM5s. Oftentimes what you'll see with a lot of other wireless earbuds on the market is that instruments within each track tend to meld together, which can make it hard to identify individual elements, which can then be jarring at times. With the XM5s though, however, I never felt this to be the case. I never felt like I was being bombarded with a mess of sound that was uncomfortable to listen to for extended listening sessions. In fact, I was able to easily pinpoint each individual element for each track I was listening to during my testing. In addition to this, I felt as though the range of frequency output was far greater than I thought it was going to be when unboxing the device for the first time. And this is only enhanced by the fact that you can customize different audio profiles within the Sony Headphones app. Alright, now that we know just how the XM5s sound, let's go over some of the software features that come with the device. Now, you may have noticed that I mentioned something about a Sony Headphones app. Now, it just so happens that many of the software features that come bundled with the XM5s can be located and customized within this app. Now, this app is titled Sony Headphones Connect, and it'll be the home for features such as adaptive sound control, adaptive transparency mode, and speak to chat. Now, before I go into the individual features I just listed, I want to give some thoughts on the app itself. When opening the app for the first time, it's likely you're going to have one of two opinions. Either you're really going to like it, or you're really going to not. And that is due to the litany of features that are presented to you right from the get-go. There are so many different customizable options that for an audiophile, this would be great. But if you're more of a casual listener, you might be overwhelmed by all the different options you have at your disposal. Customizable settings such as playback control, EQ profile options, and Audio 360 settings are great for those who wish to take full advantage of the device. However, if you're more of a casual listener, then the litany of options presented to you may turn you off from using the app entirely. So keep that in mind if you're looking to purchase this device for a friend or loved one. Now, if you are in the demographic of users who wish to take full control of the device, you'll be pleased to know there's a lot to choose from. One such feature is called adaptive sound control. Now, if you choose to toggle on this setting, what the XM5s will do is actively adjust the levels of active noise cancellation based on your actions and your location. For example, since the app could dictate whether you're running sitting or standing, the level of noise cancellation being produced if you were to run on a treadmill at a loud gym would be different than that if you were to sit on a bench in a very quiet park. Now, if you're wondering how well this feature actually works, like I was when unboxing the device for the first time, I can confirm after testing that the feature does work like Sony advertises. During my testing, I used the XM5s in a multitude of different scenarios and locations, and within each location, the level of noise cancellation that was being utilized was different for each situation. However, if you wish to not utilize this feature, you can easily turn it off within the app itself. Another feature of the XM5s that worked surprisingly well was the use of adaptive transparency mode. Now, if you wish to toggle on this feature, the XM5s will actively filter out any noise that is above 85 decibels. For example, during my commute back to the office, I'd walk by a construction zone. Within this construction zone were a couple jackhammers that were being used. As I was walking by these jackhammers, the XM5s actively filtered out the noise they were providing. What's also very impressive is although the jackhammers were being filtered out, I was still able to perceive what was happening around me. However, just like the adaptive sound control feature, if you wish to turn this off, you absolutely can with inside the app. Now, some software features that were a little bit more shoddy were speak to chat as well as head gestures. What speak to chat allows you to do is pause your music as you begin to speak with another person. So say for example, you're at work and a coworker wants to speak with you, as soon as you start talking is when the music will stop playing. My issue with this feature, however, is that it actually works a little too well. Oftentimes during my testing when I would either cough or sneeze, the music would stop playing because it was assuming that I was speaking to another person when I was not. Another software feature that's a little shoddy is head gestures. Now, in theory, what head gestures are supposed to allow you to do is accept or deny calls based on nodding or shaking your head. In my testing though, however, this feature did not work very well. Oftentimes the only way it would work is if I were to shake or nod my head extremely fast. So I ended up just turning off the feature entirely. So overall, would I recommend the XM5s? Absolutely. I think if you're an Android user, the XM5s are an excellent choice, especially if you compare it to what's on the market right now. If you're an Apple user though, however, it may take a little bit more consideration considering how well integrated the Apple ecosystem is right now. So getting somebody to switch from their AirPods to these may be a little bit tougher of a sell. I do feel as though the XM5s are more tailored to audiophiles and a casual audience due to the litany of options at your disposal. However, if you want to get the most out of your device, then the XM5s are definitely a strong choice. Although I do feel like some spotty touch controls and software features keep the device from reaching its fullest potential, the XM5s deliver a sound experience that is perfect for anybody seeking customizability over simplicity. But hey, that's the review. I hope you enjoyed. And remember, if you wish to purchase the Sony WF-1000XM5s, you can at our store location or on our website. My name is Thomas Chimber. I'm with Audio46. Have fun out there.